Once again, you agreed. When every fiber of your being was screaming no, you sat there, nodding like a bobblehead, while they spoke over you, dismissed your ideas, or worse, ignored your presence entirely. You felt that familiar, hot prickle of shame rising up your neck, the sudden constriction in your chest that tells you once again you have been weighed, measured, and found wanting. Think back to the last time you were in a group. You cracked a joke, and it met a wall of silence. 10 minutes later, someone else said the exact same thing, and the room erupted in laughter. You aren't invisible, but you are a ghost, a flickering image of a person that others feel they can walk through without resistance. You go home and replay the conversation, crafting the perfect, witty retorts you were too paralyzed to say in a moment. You tell yourself that you're just nice, that you're polite, or that you're taking the high road. But deep down, in the dark corners of your psyche where you dare not look, you know the truth. It isn't kindness. It isn't maturity. It's a lack of weight. You have no gravity. You are floating in a world of predators and power players, wondering why nobody stops to look at the clouds. The brutal reality is that respect is not a gift given to the virtuous. It is a tax paid to the formidable. And right now, you are untaxable because you own nothing of value in the social hierarchy. The reason you feel this weightlessness is not a character flaw. It is a biological signaling error. In the ancestral environment, being ignored was a precursor to being exiled, which was a death sentence. Your brain is firing off ancient alarms because it senses you have lost your social value score. The uncomfortable truth is that human beings are wired for hierarchy. We are primates in suits, constantly scanning our environment to see who is the apex and who is the subordinate. As Friedrich Nietzsche observed and thus spoke Zarathustra, verily, a polluted stream is man. Most people operate on a level of slave morality, valuing qualities like pity and humility only because they lack the power to be dangerous. You have been conditioned to believe that being agreeable is a virtue. In reality, in the eyes of the collective, agreeability is often indistinguishable from cowardice. Evolutionary psychology suggests that respect is a byproduct of perceived formidability and resource utility. If people don't respect you, it's because they have subconsciously calculated that you are neither a threat to be feared nor a prize to be won. You are safe. And in the world of high-stakes human interaction, safe is synonymous with disposable. You're following a script written by a society that wants you compliant, not powerful. While the herd follows the rules of being nice, the elite 1% understand that respect is a resource that must be extracted, often through the strategic use of shadow traits that Carl Jung warned we must integrate or be destroyed by. To reclaim your gravity, you must stop playing the game by the rules you were taught in kindergarten. You need a new operating system. Here are the 7 laws of reconstructed respect. Most people are entirely predictable. If someone insults you, they know you will smile awkwardly. If they ask for a favor, they know you will grant it. This predictability is the death of respect. Niccolò Machiavelli famously posited that it is better to be feared than loved, if one cannot be both. The threshold of volatility is about introducing a controlled edge to your persona. When you are 100% predictable, you are a tool. Tools don't get respect. They get used until they break. Think of the person in your office who everyone loves, but no one listens to. They're the office pet. You linger in conversations long after they've reached their natural conclusion. In social dynamics, presence builds intimacy, but absence builds respect and longing. If you are always there, you are part of the furniture. If you are occasionally, mysteriously absent, you become a topic of conversation. You become a limited edition human being. The next time you're in a social setting, leave while you are still having a good time. Don't wait for the energy to die. Simply say, I've enjoyed this, but I have things to attend to, and walk away. Don't explain what those things are. The more people know about your schedule, the less they respect your time. Respect is directly proportional to the mystery of your whereabouts. A major reason for disrespect is reactive sensitivity. When someone treats you poorly, you react with visible hurt, defensiveness, or a desperate attempt to fix the vibe. This tells the aggressor that they have power over your emotional state. They are the puppet master. You're the puppet. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, understood that your power lies in the space between a stimulus and your response. If someone tries to bait you and you respond with genuine, bored indifference, you have won the dominance exchange. You have signaled that their opinion is not significant enough to alter your internal weather. When someone tries to gaslight you or put you in your place, treat the interaction as if you were a scientist observing a strange insect. Use phrases like, "That's an interesting perspective," or "I've noted your opinion," and then move on to a different topic entirely. To be unshakable is to be terrifying. When people realize they cannot get a rise out of you, they stop trying to play with you and start trying to please you. You talk too much. You explain your decisions. You justify your existence. "I'm doing this because," or "I thought that maybe." Every time you explain yourself to someone who hasn't earned that right, you are submitting to their authority. You are saying, "Please, sir, may I have your permission to be right?" In the 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene notes, "Always say less than necessary." Powerful people don't explain. Their actions are their explanations. Silence creates a vacuum that others feel compelled to fill with their own nervous chatter, often revealing their own weaknesses in the process. When you make a decision, state it as a fact. If someone asks why, respond with "because it's what I've decided." Stop at the period. The silence that follows is where your respect is born. People fill silence with their own insecurities. By speaking less, you let them project their fears onto you, making you seem far more powerful and knowledgeable than you might actually be. There is a concept in behavioral economics called the halo effect. If you are exceptionally good at one thing, people subconsciously assume you are superior in all things. If you have no visible mastery, people assume you're mediocre across the board. Respect often flows from a primary utility. If you're the person who can fix the unfixable, solve the unsolvable, or produce the impossible, you can be as mean or weird as you want, and people will still bow to you. If you're just a nice guy with no specific skill, you are a commodity. Identify one high-value skill in your environment that everyone else finds difficult. Become the undisputed master of it. Don't tell them you're doing it. Just wait for the moment when the crisis hits, and you are the only one with the fire extinguisher. Society will forgive a monster if he is useful, but it will never forgive a saint if he is incompetent. Power is the ultimate deodorant. This is the most Machiavellian law of all. The reason people don't respect you is that they know you will never leave. You will tolerate the disrespectful friend, the toxic partner, or the unappreciative boss because you are afraid of the void. The most powerful position in any negotiation is the ability to walk away and mean it. If you cannot leave the table, you are not a negotiator. You are a hostage. People smell the scent of the hostage from a mile away. It smells like desperation. Look at your life and identify one person who consistently drains you or disrespects you. Cut them off. No final talk, no closure, no long-winded email. Just stop, block, delete, and move on. The moment you prove you can survive without someone, you gain total power over them. Respect is often the ghost of the fear that you might actually leave. Applying these principles will feel like walking through a blizzard at first. Your heart will race. Your nice guy conditioning will scream that you are being rude or arrogant. You will see the confusion in people's eyes. They will ask, "What's wrong with you lately?" Or "You've changed." Good. That confusion is the sound of their old mental model of you shattering. You are no longer the predictable, soft creature they used to know. You're becoming a person of weight, a person with gravity. As you integrate these laws, you'll notice a shift. People will start to pause before they speak to you. They will ask for your opinion rather than telling you theirs. The room will quiet down just a fraction when you enter. This isn't for everyone. Most will watch this and return to their lives of polite suffering, wondering why they are always the last choice. But for the rare few who understand that the social hierarchy is a game of signaling, this is the key to the kingdom. You are moving from the herd to the heights. You're standing at a crossroads. You can click away and forget everything you just heard, reverting to your role as the reliable background character in everyone else's story. Or you can accept that the version of you that everyone liked was actually a version they simply found convenient. Your old self will try to pull you back. It will tell you that it's safer to be invisible. But you and I both know that safe is just a slow way to die. If you're still here, you're already different. You have the intellectual stomach for the dark truths of human nature. This channel is for the outliers, the ones who want to see the gears behind the clock face. We explore the strategies the herd is too afraid to mention. If you want to continue this descent into the mechanics of power, subscribe and join the tribe of the awake. However, there are some truths too volatile for the public square. The algorithm often suppresses the most potent strategies of Machiavellian thought and shadow integration. For those ready to go beyond the surface, there's a deeper level. Click the join button to unlock exclusive and censored breakdowns of power dynamics that most people will never see. Most won't click. They'll stay safe. That's the point. The question is, are you most people?